Motion Picture Funnies Weekly, number 1, 1939, published by First Funnies, Inc. This historic comic book features the first printed appearance of the Submariner, who would later become part of Timely Comics. The comic was never released to newsstands. It was created as a promotional item by the Lloyd Jacquet Studio of Artists, also known as Funnies, Inc., intended to be a giveaway to be distributed weekly at movie theaters, as demonstrated by the back cover ad, which elaborates on the concept. The Submariner story even has a box on the last page saying, "Continued next week." The very existence of this comic book was not even known to comic fandom until the 1970s. It is now believed there are 8 copies known to exist, and the most desirable one of the bunch is the pay copy from Funnies, Inc., the office copy in which the amounts paid to the creators of the issue were noted in longhand. While this is not a Timely or Marvel publication, it does have the first printed appearance of a major Timely superhero. When the giveaway series didn't get off the ground, Lloyd Jacquet simply reused Bill Everett's Submariner story for Marvel Comics number 1, produced for Timely in its entirety by Funnies, Inc. The continued next week box was removed and Everett added 4 pages to the story. As for the rest of the contents of the issue, it's all black and white inside, consisting of various humor and adventure features. This was a free giveaway comic, 36 pages. The editor was Lloyd Jacquet, with Bill Everett as the art director. The cover art is by Fred Schwab. The Submariner appears in an 8-page story titled Here is the Submariner, written and drawn by Bill Everett in this early superhero character, featuring the introduction, first appearance, and origin of Prince Namor as the Submariner. Also, Anderson, Nelson, Carly, Princess Fen, Emperor Thakor, and Dorma. Prince Namor, having learned of what the race of white men once did to his undersea kingdom, vows and is encouraged to make war on the surface dwellers. The story would be reprinted in Marvel Comics number 1 later in 1939 from Timely Comics. Cartoon and his copycat is a 4-page story written and drawn by Martin Filchock, which would be reprinted in Green Giant Comics number 1 in 1940. Filchock wrote most of his own scripts, and early on most Funnies, Inc. staffers did their own lettering. Spy Ring is a 6-page story drawn by Jay Fletcher, reprinted later in the year in Silver Streak Comics number 1 from Lev Gleason Comics. American Ace is a 7-page story drawn by Paul Loretta, featuring the origin of the American Ace, and this would be reprinted in Marvel Mystery Comics number 2 later in 1939 from Timely Comics.
Heritage Auctions is the world's largest collectibles auctioneer, with 40 collectible categories and nearly 1 million online bidder members. Whether you're an experienced collector hunting for that elusive item, or a novice considering the sale of a valuable family heirloom, put the expertise and market strength of Heritage Auctions to work for you. Visit us today at ha.com to find out for yourself why Heritage Auctions is the world's largest collectibles auctioneer.